Welcome back. This is the last lesson recording for IM1, October 30th, 2020. So from last lesson, we actually took these notes. So when you have this model of the length in this case, what is the length and what is the width of this model here? The length is 2x minus 5. The width is 3x plus 2. I hope, again, this has not been fixed. Okay, and the area of the product is the length of the width and width. So that's going to be 2x minus 5 multiplied by 5x plus 2. So this is not correct. So let me just fix this now. So this should not be x plus 5. This should be 2x minus 5 and 3x plus 2. Okay, and then the area as a product is the length multiplied by width. So that's going to be 2x minus 5 multiplied by 3x plus 2. And the area is a sum of parts. To do that, you need to multiply the area. Get that. And then finally, you combine the like terms, and you get the area to be 6x squared minus 11x minus 10, and 2x minus 5 multiplied by 3x plus 2. And we said that the left expression, the one in the green, is the area as the product. The right expression is area as the sum. And they are equal to each other. Why? Because we are talking about the same area. We're just looking at it from two different ways. So, okay, so now this time, I think you know how to do this. So we're not going to do this now. But this time, I would like you to do this problem. Okay, so multiply polynomials using area model. So this time, you're just given this expression. And you have to draw your polynomial, draw your area model, and you have to solve using the area model. So let's try that. Okay, so you need to start with a rectangle. What is the length? That's going to be 2x minus 4. What is the width? It's negative x plus 3. Okay, so that means what is the area going to be? So it's going to be 2x minus 4 multiplied by negative x plus 3. That's what we are multiplying. And the area, so this is the area as the product. What is the area as the sum? To do that, you need to multiply this length, which is 2x, multiplied by negative x. This is really same as negative 1x, right? So 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. X times x is x squared. Negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4. And then we are multiplying by x here. And then 2 times 3 is 6. And we also, 2x times 3 is 6x. And then negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. Okay, but then I am not done. I do need to combine the like terms. So I need to combine 4x and 6x. So when I do that, what do I get as my final answer? I get negative 2x squared, that's from this part, and then 4x plus 6x is 10x, and then minus 12. So this is the area as the product. Product of length and width, and this is the area as the sum. Okay, great. So then I want you to try doing this one. Okay, so multiplying polynomials. Oh, we have 3 terms this time. 3 terms being multiplied by 2 terms. That means we actually need to make a rectangle that is not 2 by 2, but we actually need 3 by 2. So we need 3 columns and 2 rows because we need to put in 2x squared here minus 4x here plus 2 here. Okay, and then for the width, it's going to be x minus 3. So what are we multiplying? We're multiplying this polynomial with this polynomial. Okay, so that's going to be 2x squared minus 4x plus 2. This is the area as product being represented here of length, length times width, x minus 3. I have not finished it. Okay, so this is the area as a product. Okay, now to figure out the area as a sum, we need to multiply, don't we? So 2x squared times x. That's just going to be 2 times x squared times x is x to the power of 3. Okay, so remember, x squared is x times x, multiplied by another x is x times x times x, which is x to the power of 3. Negative 4x times x is negative 4x squared. 2 times x is positive 2x. 2x squared times negative 3. So again, when you're multiplying, make sure you are clear on what you're multiplying by what. Okay, so for this box, you're multiplying these two. This box, you're multiplying these two values. So for this value here, you're multiplying 2x squared multiplied by 3. What's 2x squared multiplied by negative 3? That's going to be negative 6x squared. And then negative 4x multiplied by negative 3. Negative 4 times negative 3 is positive 12. And to that we are going to multiply x, so it becomes 12x. And then 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Okay, now we're not done. We still need to combine like terms. Okay, so we have 2x cubed minus 4x squared plus 2x minus 6x squared plus 12x minus 6. Do you see any like terms? Hopefully you see these two other like terms. We have another set. We have another set of like terms right here. Okay, so when I combine 2x plus 12x, I get 14x. And when I combine negative 4x squared, don't lose that negative sign here, minus 6x, so that minus 6x squared, negative 4 plus negative 6, we're adding two numbers with same sign, so we add 4 and 6, but the final result is going to be negative number, so that becomes negative 10x squared. And then to that we still have the 2x cubed from here, and then we still have minus 6 here. So this is my final answer. So, and this is my area as sum, as a sum. Okay, so remember, area as a product is always going to be equal to area as a sum, because we're really talking about the same area. Okay, alright, so at this point we are going to move to watching this quick video, Distributive Property Explained, and it's 6 minutes, so I am not going to show it right now, but the link will be in the resources, lesson resources, for you to watch, so that I can go on to the next slide. So hopefully you had a chance to watch that video, which is pretty cool. So now distributive property, you're taking notes now. Really just says A times, in parentheses, B plus C is same as A times B plus A times C. Okay, so it's almost as if you are distributing A to B and to C. Remember, the operation between A and the parenthesis, when there is no operation, there is a multiplication, right? So same thing here. When you have a number 2 multiplied by 3 plus 5, you can solve this two different ways, because we know that one way is to evaluate inside parentheses first. So if we evaluate what's inside 3 plus 5, it does simplify to be 8. So that becomes 2 times 8 is equal to 16. However, if I follow the distributive property, what it's asking me to do is multiply 2 to 3 and multiply, and to that add multiply 2 to 5. So it becomes 2 times 3 plus 2 times 5. So, and 2 times 3 is 6 and 2 times 5 is 10, and if you add that together you get 16. So you do get the same answer, okay? And that's why it works. And it's pretty obvious that it works when you're dealing with numbers, but it's less obvious when you're dealing with variables, okay? So in this example, example 2, you are multiplying 3 to 2x plus 5. So again, the 3 is being distributed to 2x and also to 5. So we do this because you can't simplify inside the parentheses anymore because they're not like terms. 2x and 5 are not like terms, unlike the previous example. So that becomes 3 is being multiplied to 2x, the first term, and then to that you're adding 3 times 5. And so this simplifies to 3 times 2x is 6x, 3 times 5 is 15. So the final answer is 6x plus 15. Now if we use the area model, it is actually the length is 2x plus 5. So the length goes up here, 2x plus 5. The width is just 3. The width is just 3. To find the area, you just do the same thing. We're just dealing with just 1 by 2 box instead of 2 by 2 box or 2 by 3 box, right? So 2x times 3 is 6x, 5 times 3 is 15x, and you get the final answer to be 6x plus 15, which is exactly what we had. So you could use the distributive method or you could use the area model. It's basically, they are the same thing. Okay, what if we do another problem? Okay, so example 3 is a little bit more complicated. 4x is being multiplied to this parenthesis of 3x plus 2y. Again, 4x, it's not just the x, but the whole thing, 4x, whatever the number is in front, is being distributed to each of the terms. So 3x and 2y. So this becomes 4x is being multiplied to 3x first, and then to that you're adding 4x times 2y here. And so I know that 4x times 3x is 12x squared because 4 times 3 is 12 and x times x is x squared. And then the second term is 4 times 2 is 8 and x times y is just x times y. So it's 8xy. And likewise we can represent this as an area model. This time the length is 3x plus 2y, so it goes on the top. The width is 4x, and you just multiply to find the area of each term. That's 12x squared, and then 2y times 4x is 8xy. It's exactly the same, and you get exactly the same answers. Okay, and the last example. Okay, so if I have, all right, this time I have 3 terms in the polynomials. Okay, so that just means I need to distribute 3b to both 2b squared, negative 3b, and negative 1. The thing is, you need to recognize that negative 3b goes with the 3b. This negative sign goes with 3b, so you need to keep that together. So then 3b times 2b squared is the first term, and then to that you're adding 3b multiplied by negative 3b, and then 3b multiplied by negative 1 here, the last one. And when you simplify it, 3b times 2b squared, 3 times 2 is 6, and b times b squared is b to the power of 6, and then 3 times negative 3 is negative 9, and b times b is b squared, and then finally 3b times negative 1 is negative 3b, and that's what you should have, and that's the area model. Okay, so then I got you to do these problems as a practice. So please pause the video and have a look at my answers. And then lastly, you filled in the reflection card on number 11 of the decimals, and then you wrote the entry for table of content in your notebook that today's date and using area model to multiply polynomial and distributive property. That's it. Thank you for listening.